Hankster here, and welcome to the last episode of our special edition action figures of the Living Dead. Of course, the Chaos Comics edition. We've been showing off my Chaos Comics collectibles for the past month of October. And of course, today is Halloween. Happy Halloween. And I just want to show you the last video and the last major part of my Chaos Comics collection. There goes my cat. These are my autographed comic books from Chaos Comics. This is the issue number 1 of Lady Death, and it's autographed by many members, including, of course, Brian Pulido and Stephen Hughes, the late Stephen Hughes. He was the major artist for Chaos Comics. He uses a more familiar signature here. Not really sure who's this one. It also came with a certificate of authenticity. I personally did not get this autograph. I first purchased this at a comic book store, and it was $35 when I got it. But this is, of course, the number 1 issue of Lady Death. Let's show you it was limited to 5,000 pieces. Has this commemorative edition. Now, of course, these other 2 issues are ones I got during a comic book convention or science fiction convention in my area. I was living in Florida at the time. This is when Chaos Comics was still around, and most of the major people of Chaos Comics were had their own big booth there, and I got most of their autographs here. There's Brian Pulido's, Stephen Hughes, of course, other members as well. You can see that. And when I got the autographs, they also gave me a certificates of authenticity, which is also signed by Brian Pulido. This is, of course, from the Crucible Lady Death series. This is issue number 2, released back in 1997. So it was pretty cool of me getting that. And also, I got this autographed. This is a special sub-story of Evil Ernie. This is a special edition, by the way. This is Evil Ernie versus the movie monsters. They had different little stories of Evil Ernie taking on. He had like him versus super comic book superheroes, and then another one like he was battling Santa Claus. And then, of course, you might recognize some of the horror movie characters. They had to kind of parry them down for this issue. They couldn't back then. They couldn't actually go and say he went up against these things because of copyright problems. But of course, probably these days you probably had a better chance to, but it would have been more successful if they actually had actual permission. And of course, this was also autographed Brian Pulido and all. Stephen Hughes did not autograph this one because he didn't. I don't think he was anything involved with it. And this also came with a certificate of authenticity. So I thought it was pretty cool. Of course, I've met up with Brian Pulido a couple of times in a couple of conventions in the past. But it's really cool to get these autographs here, and let me spread them out here. So, hope you enjoyed my little mini series of my Chaos comic collections. Of course, all for the month of October, and of course, today being the last day, Halloween. And of course, stay tuned here for more collectibles, whatnot, and whatever here on the Multiverse. Happy Halloween.